Hi guys, Terry here. Hey, it's April and it's time for another sheet load. If you're not familiar with sheet load, this is when Crafty Owl puts out her recipe for the month, and it makes a batch load of cards, and it's quite an easy pattern to follow. So I'll have a link below to her YouTube channel. You watch it and she shows you how to download the PDF so that you have the sample and all the instructions for cutting the pieces for it. So this month it has an interesting pattern here. I need to pull my paper, which she always tells you here what you need, which is two 12 by 12 pieces of paper and some solid cardstock, and then of course your bases for the 8 cards. So I'm going to look for some paper and be right back. Okay, here is some fun springtime paper that I found. It's got stripes on the back, and look at this one, it's got little bunnies. Too cute. So this is Jillibean paper. This is really old, but I have a stash of Jillibean paper, so love this. So I'm thinking of using this. And then I'll have a link below to the playlist of all the collaborators that make this monthly set with Crafty Owl. It's interesting to watch everybody's take. It's wonderful to see how everybody's cards turn out using the same recipe. So one of them had the idea to get out the Gina K Designs Master dies. So she had, one of the gals, and I'll have a link to her below too, she had used the ovals with the little stitch, or not the stitch, but the little scallop around the outside of the oval. She used that for the sentiment piece. And then when I got those Gina K dies out, I thought, and Crafty Owl always encourages you to make the cards your own. So I think what I'm going to do is use this piece for my background. So I'm just going to have a rectangle instead of the square that you cut apart for this piece. So I'm going to do that with one of the pieces of pattern paper, and then have my oval dies for the sentiment just off to the side. So you've got the recipe and the cutting instructions, but she always encourages you to make it your own. So that's what I'm going to do. I was trying to think of what I could do. You could also have a sentiment that goes through the middle here that makes this little piece in the middle more intentional. But I found this die and I thought this would be really handy for cutting that pattern paper. So let me get my pieces cut and then we can assemble it. Okay, I've got my cardstock cut and my card bases ready. So now I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I have this set from Spellbinders. This was a stamp of the month called Spring Gnomes. And I've got this little flower with a butterfly. I thought that was kind of springy. And then I've got the sentiment that says Happy Easter. So I settled on Easter cards. I didn't get them made for this year, but this way I'll be early for next year, right? So I have cut my little pieces for me to stamp on. I haven't cut them out with the circle yet. I think what I'm going to do is line these up in my Misty and make all of them, and then I'll cut them with the oval die from the Gina K set. So let me get these stamped using my Misty. I love my Misty. And I'll just have these arranged so it fits in the oval. That'll be cute. Let me pick that up with the Misty door. And I didn't cut them because I do want to have a square piece that fits down in the corner of my Misty, and then I'll cut them afterwards. So I think this is going to be the smart way to do it. So I'm using VersaFine Black Onyx ink. I love this because it is such a crisp line. And I will get these stamped and made, and then we'll assemble. I'll just add one thing about this ink. It is not Copic safe. So in order for me to color these with my Copics, I might just add a little color to this flower and butterfly. I am going to dip this in the clear embossing powder, and that way this will put a barrier between the ink and the markers. So let me emboss that. Just makes it have there's just a sheen to it. And then I think that's going to look perfect when I cut the oval out. Okay, I'm real happy with how the pieces turned out. I need to do a little bit of poking out of these pieces in that die, and then I need to color my guys, and then I just need to glue all the pieces together. So I'll be back when I have them assembled, and I think they're going to turn out cute. Okay, here's how the cards came together. I think they turned out really cute. So I like the pattern that I did with the piece here being rectangular instead of a square. So this was from the Gina K set. I'll have a link down below to that. But I think they turned out really cute. I love this Jillibean paper. And they turned out really nice. So I colored these with my Stampin' Blends, just using colors that were in the cardstock. I think they turned out really cute. I put a piece of white on the inside, and I'm real happy with them. So these will be ready for next Easter. I'll get them sent out earlier. This year I didn't make it in the mail with them. But I hope you have a great week, and I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards. I'll have a link down below to the playlist for all the other collaborators. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.